James is out of the race.
And after you lapped it, there was another safety car, and the safety car, so he had no wing, and now James is retired. But at the moment, it looks like there is a so it's set to be a dramatic finish. But DXS's tires are going to be worn.
Close for the racing points.
DXS with passes now. Tonk on the back. Oh my god. I thought Tonk was going for a move on Avalanche for a second. Oh my god, Avalanche has gone deep. Yeah. Oh my god, he's hit the track only. I think he's just saying
thank you very much.
Yeah. I think Raceway has been given a blessing not getting a podium, I think, which now
I don't know. As long as 7/10, I mean, I'm not really sure how reliable this gap is. Then Josh could still get a podium.
In DXS, I'm watching him now. You can tell he's trying to conserve the tires. They must be on their edge, but he's driven very, very well, and he should come on and take the win, but nothing certain as yet. Yeah, Zdeněk Jocelyn lost a lot of time, so I reckon he's out of contention. So.
Yeah, Twonk is actually giving Raceway a run for his money at the moment.
Yeah, but we're not that's the line. So DXS, well, driven. Well, I can remember a decent race. He's benefiting from safety cars, but he might do it brilliantly. He will come across the line in a few moments' time, and he'll take the win in Baku.
Yep, you can already see him weaving. He's done it again. Fortune playing into his favour. DXS takes the win in Baku. And Raceway crossed the line in second, but Twonk will have P2. Will Zdeněk's P4, Raceway P3, Avalanche P5.
And DXS the fastest at that point as well. So we'll take that. Reese with no wing coming across the line in P6. So.
Just don't weave, because if your car goes in the wall, I will laugh at you. There we go, cross the line. Reese in P6. Carps as well with no wing. I think Carps is just happy to make it to the end of the race.
I don't blame him. Our race is crazy.
Carps P6? How many? I mean, fair play. Like, Carps didn't have the best of qualifying, but he seems to have scored decent points here for McLaren. Lee, if you can you try and add the podium guys into this group party thing?
I can, because it's very complicated now because PlayStation have ruined it.
Yeah,
let's see.
I don't know if it will take a bit of time. Oh my god.
DXS, Talk and Raceway, okay.
Luckily not that many incidents, but half of them are 5-second penalties, so the stewards might be looking at that, especially with Reese's like 10 seconds worth that has cost him a position. And the non-official result though, DXS taking the win comfortable lead into the end of the race.
How do you spell DXS's name?
DXSSINHO.
Okay, thank you.
Twonk P2 for Red Bull. It's another podium finally coming his way. Raceway in P3 after penalty stripped him of second place. Josh could have had the pace to really fight for the podium today, but it still didn't go his way. P4 for the Mercedes driver, Avalanche P5, Carps P6, Reese P7. Non-finishers were James, Dylan, Charlie, Ellie, Collins, Third and Infinity.
Yeah, I'm just getting everyone in. Twonk is the next one, then I have everyone. It's Twonk underscore 05, isn't it? I think.
06?
06, okay. There is everyone, and they have been invited. Should be anyway. There you go.
Okay, apparently the next race is China.
Can you add some players to go to their settings? Okay, someone might need to fix their settings then. Who have I managed to add to the group? Let me just check. Okay, it is Talk needs to change his settings because I can't add them. Maybe you have to add them, Connor. For your friends all.
Bear with me then. Yeah, I've added him.
Brilliant, okay, we should have all.
So if I can, I was going to change the party settings. Is there a way I can change the party name just so he knows that it's the podium interview? No, he's there anyway. Right, let's start off. Raceway, P3. It looks like Baku being Baku, it's kind of paid off well for you again, but is there anything you could have done to have maybe hung on for the win of the race?
I think a couple of my warnings which led to the 3-second time penalty were very silly of me to concede, and that might have cost me the race at the end of the day. But to be honest, I was looking forward to this race, but it turned out to be a bit of a chore to get round because at times I had some throughout the timings were completely off, and I had basically no information about where anyone was, and especially behind safety car the information was awful. And at one point, and I know I came together with DXS, I came round turn 3, Charlie was he wasn't in control of his car, and I kind of tried to make avoiding action. I think that's where I hit DXS and gave him some wing damage, unfortunately.
I don't really know what else to say, because I know that there was a lot of incidents in that race, mainly with the people just hitting the wall, losing the wing. Was it as much of a chore just to get round in one piece as it was, let alone with all the carnage that was going on?
Just to make sure I made the corner and also didn't lose any of my front wing. I tried to dial myself back 10% just to make sure that I didn't break any part of my wing, and I'm quite pleased I got through the whole race without damaging my wing at all.
I mean, I'm really happy to see you on the podium. I think you kept a fairly clean race.
But I lost my streak last week at Monaco. I'd been on every podium until Monaco. I'm back.
No,
it's alright. You've driven really well. Go on, Lee.
Yeah, I do have a question. Next week, Canada. How do you feel about that track, and how do you think you will fare?
So I always used to really like Canada and thought I was really good at it, and then when I started racing competitively, I realised I'm actually not that good at Canada, which is a bit of a disappointment. But still, it's one of my favourite tracks, so I'm genuinely really looking forward to racing it. So I roll on next week.
Yep, that's all.
Alright, gonna move on to P2 then. Twonk, I have to say, I bet you feel a little bit out of place being this high up on the podium, but takes for your race. Do you agree that it was it as hectic as it looked?
Yes, it was very hectic. I do know of some incidents where Reese 17 has gone pretty much straight on into turn 2, and as he's come back on as I'm going around the apex, he's clipped my rear tyre and he's got wing damage, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. And also an incident with Xenox, which I'm sure will get sorted out, but I'm happy to be where I am. Finally happened after 7 races.
your teammate didn't have the best of races either. Were you guys talking together? What was the reason he ended up DNFing today?
Well, his mic broke, which didn't really help at the beginning. But he was getting really frustrated. I just don't think things are working for him today. It was just one of his days.
It's a shame, really. He's really fallen off over the last 2 or 3 races, and it's really, seriously, you guys don't realise how much this race has shaken up both the drivers and the constructors. Lee, do you have anything to ask him?
Well, I'm just going to ask the same question as Az Raceway next week, Canada. How do you think? Well, what do you think of the track? How do you think you will fare?
It's one of my favourite tracks of the season. But I said that for Spain as well. There we go. But I am confident for a podium there. Hopefully, if nothing happens to me in the first few laps, I should be all right.
I mean, Canada is quite penalties galore anyway.
No, my luck, I'll probably be round by turn 2, but there we go.
Don't beat yourself up too much. You know you're not that bad. Moving on, race winner, DXS. Probably had a win slip away from you last week, but it is nice to see you working your way back to the top again. I doubt you're going to complain about the race win, but it was one thing making it through the race, but was it difficult to get into that position to fight for the win?
It wasn't too difficult. I felt like everyone had some good pace, but people were really inconsistent at times. The safety cars kind of threw everything up in the air, because I think I got screwed over by 2 different safety cars, so it made things exciting, but happy to win. Maximum points, I think I got fastest lap at the end as well, so
Yeah, you did.
I can't complain.
I know that with the driver standings now, because you were that close to Charlie, you have taken the lead in the Drivers' Championship, even without any stewards' inquiries, so well done for that. You're saying, can you maintain the momentum? I think you're always going to be a threat up there for the win, but do you think you can carry your momentum through? Maybe even take the title?
Actually, yes. I feel like my weak tracks are already behind us, so I'm just looking forward to maximizing each race, and I think it's just up from here. Yeah, to be honest. So exciting times.
Lee, anything to ask him?
I think you know I'm going to ask at this point next week, Canada. Well, again, what's your opinions on how do you think you will fare?
Well, my opinion on the track is that the corner cutting is going to be a big factor, I think, extending track limits. So I'm not too excited for that. I don't have the racing line on, so it's really difficult, and I'm hoping maybe there's no rain or any changing of conditions, because that's just going to make my life hell.
Well, that's
but I think these other drivers are quite quick, and I'm sure they'll do a lot of practice, so it'll be an interesting race, and hopefully we can have some good battles and fights.
A personal question from me. This weekend, Real Life F1 head to Portimao. How are you looking forward to seeing how that goes?
Yes, I'm ecstatic. I was actually looking to see if my father and myself could go watch, so it was exciting for me. I didn't get the other opportunity, unfortunately, but it's really nice coming from because I'm Portuguese. It's really nice to see the F1's back in Portugal too. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting for me.
I've driven Portimao on a few games. It's a brilliant circuit. I'm actually really ecstatic for this weekend. Lee, do you have anything you want to say before I round the stream off?
Said enough. I don't have anything else to say.
Excellent. There goes my mic that just fell over. Again, congratulations to the top 3. As for Nhrl activity for the next week, Division 1, we are still open for the Div 2 guys, if any of you guys want to come and reserve for us. Canada, they'll be heading to tomorrow. Expected, I don't even know the weather for Div 1 tomorrow.
Please be dry, please.
Yeah, I've just checked it. It will be dry. I just need to get the specifics in for the cars as soon as the stream's finished. The British GT3 Championship on Tuesdays now has been rescheduled. If anyone has Project Cars 2, you want to have a race on some GT3 cars around some British circuits, then please let us know. Div 2 heading to Canada next week. At the minute, I'm checking the weather. 50-50 chance it's going to be dry. The other 50%, rain and snow.
Oh, lovely.
How are we going to implement
mountains?
that? Yes, we are.
Yeah. So everyone just keep keep an eye on how the weather's going to pan out for next week. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Apologies about.
Oh, its controller's gone poof. I think.
Thank you for watching.